How you doing today? My name is Joe Kearns. I'm a certified college planning specialist, certified college funding specialist, certified college financial consultant, and education loan analyst with Elite Collegiate Planning and the College Planning Network. Was recently working on updating the formula for the student aid index. There's a lot of changes happening with the FAFSA this year. Partly, one of the big changes you'll know is that, if you don't know yet, it's not going to open until December. We still don't know the exact date, but went through the formula that was released and ran numbers, and then went on to the federal government websites to check my numbers with their calculator. And there are some drastic mistakes. I hope they're mistakes, because if they are real, we're potentially in for a world of hurt if you don't plan the right way. So I want to share this with you. Let me share my screen. So this is right from the federal government, and let me start my estimate here. And how do I tell us how we did? I'll do that later. All right. Sorry. So I'm just going to use, let's just say I'm a little bit younger than I am. And yeah, we'll say I'm that. So this is all student information. So what I'm putting in is a student who's going to be a senior. They're unmarried. They live in Pennsylvania. Wonderful state of Pennsylvania that we live in. And they're going to be attending college as a first-year freshman. They do not have any children, and they do not have all of these do not apply, which basically means that they will be labeled as an independent student, or I'm sorry, as a dependent student. So then it gets into parent information. So we have my parents are married. They also live in Pennsylvania. And let's just say that there's a family of 5. Okay. So did the parents file taxes in 2022? The answer is yes. I'm going to use a nice round number and say the adjusted gross income was $100,000. Now, for this portion of it, I'm going to say there are no assets. There's no child support that was received. The student did not file taxes and had no income. Now, on the next page, you'll see the results. And so it's saying based off of this, you could be eligible for $9,000 of federal student aid. Just over $1,500 of that would be in a federal Pell Grant. $5,500 of that would be a direct loan from the government. And you can also get a work study for just under $2,000. But the number to keep in mind here is this SAI, the Student Aid Index. So this used to be known as the Expected Family Contribution, or EFC. It's $5,872. So it's basically saying for this family, if you make $100,000, you have no assets, you can afford $5,872 for college per year. Now, if I go back and I change one question as I get through all their surveys, and it's going to be the question of, what do my parents have in assets? So again, you can read here, it's total cash, savings, checking accounts, net worth of business and investment, farms, the net worth of investments, including real estate, but not the home you live in. So if you have vacation homes, rental properties, investments also count as 529 plans. So let's just say that this same family, who they just said could afford $5,700 a year, now has $100,000 in savings. Maybe they got $50,000 in a 529, $10,000 in savings, and $40,000 maybe in a second kid's 529. Well, when I get to that student aid index number now, well, now all of a sudden I'm only eligible for a work study and a $5,500 loan. Now the government says that I can afford $52,872. So in other words, what they're saying is that 47% of your non-retirement assets will have to go to college for 1 year. So obviously my hope is that this is a mistake, a rounding error, that maybe there's a decimal point that, they forgot, but this is not a mundane detail, Michael. This is a serious issue, and I hope that this is not what the actual formula will be. This is why, guys, hopefully, if this is what it is, my God, do you need help in making sure that your number doesn't go from $5,000, what they think you can afford, to over 50. That's per year per child. Because if this is how the formula is actually going to work out moving forward, almost everyone is going to overpay for college if you do not plan appropriately. So be sure to check us out. Hopefully this changes. We'll obviously keep you updated on some of these pieces, but check out College Planning Network, Elite Collegiate Planning for all the things that updates that you may need with the financial aid and application admissions systems for colleges. Is very complex. Come talk to us, because things like this could lead to drastic mistakes and, only overpaying by $50,000 a year or more for college per kid. It's a big deal. All right. Hopefully the government gets this correct, but we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.